Hey everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I have some new releases for you from Clear Jelly Stamper. I have their Christmas and winter plates that have been released over the last few weeks, as well as a new stamping polish collection and a new foil collection. So I am going to go through all of the new products with you, and then I'm going to demo the stamping polish collection as well as something that you can do with these beautiful white foils. They are so fun. So let's dive in and get started. In November, Clear Jelly Stamper has released numerous amounts of winter and Christmas themed plates. They also released this new stamping polish collection, which is called the Winter Wonderland Stamping Polish Collection. To go along with those two releases, they also have this festive and fun holiday pack, which includes this hollow pouch, and it includes this stamping plate here, which is CJS Festive and Flirty, as well as the Winter Wonderland Stamping Polish Collection, your Bling cubed stamper, and lastly, a sticky pad. So if you have an Advent stamper that's on your Christmas list, this might be a nice gift idea or just something to have in your collection as well. I love how big this pouch is too. You can fit quite a bit of different things in it. For the stamping plates that released, the first one up is CJS C33, which is called A Pretty Little Holiday. I love this plate. You guys know, big floral girl over here, but I especially love that there's a little bit more that you can do with this plate. Because the flowers are nice outlines, you could definitely watercolor them, and spoiler, I have a tutorial coming up soon to show you how to do that. But I also love the greenery on here and just the overall feel of this particular plate. Next up, we have CJS C34, which is called Classic Santa, and it is just that. It is a classic Santa stamping plate, a great themed plate, something that I actually think would be a great staple to have in your collection, because I know every single year when I was working on clients, I would do at least one Santa design, and this would have helped tremendously with that. CJS C35 is called Festive and Flirty, and probably one of my favorite ones in this particular launch. I love not only like the insert on here with the gray and black and pink tones, but I love the variety of designs on here. You have some snowflakes, you have some swirls, you have some little characters, you have some trees, you have some candy, there's wreaths, there's garlands, there's presents. It's just a fantastic, really kind of feminine looking plate, whimsical looking plate, and I love the insert on it. I think that would make a fantastic nail design using those tones and this plate. CJS C45 is called Holly Jolly, and it is just that. It is a plate full of a whole bunch of different holly embellishments on it. Again, I think this would be another staple one. I like that there's some full images on here and also some smaller ones, and you can create a cohesive design using both of those type of images. C47 is called Mistletoe Wishes, and this one has a variety of different images on it. Again, we have some hanging ornaments, we even have some hanging presents, we have some mistletoe, we have some holly, we have some full images that say some script on them. There's a lot going on with this particular plate. The presents are probably my favorite on here. I think that those would be a really fun design to incorporate into a lot of different nail designs. I also really like the hanging ornaments because I think that those again will be a nice staple for any sort of Christmas designs. C41 is called Pretty Paper Deck the Halls. So if you've kept up with CJS launches every single year, then you know that they launch these pretty paper collections, and they are designed to look like wrapping paper, which I really look forward to seeing what they do every single year for these pretty paper ones. And we are going to use the little chevron design for the nail tutorial at the end here. CJS C48 is called Gnome Miss, and I love this plate. I think this plate is so unique. We've never seen anything like it from CJS before. It is so cute. Not only could you use these little Christmas gnomes now for Christmas and winter, but you could change the color of their hats and their outfits and use them all year round for different themes and different occasions. I just think this is such a fun plate. I'm going to insert a picture here from About You Nail Studio, and she used the Gnome Miss plate in such a fun way that really showcases some different things that you can do with it, and I just think it turned out so fantastic. The last plate that I have to share with you is CJS C51, and it is called Cozy Friends. It features a bunch of different characters, some birds, some foxes, some little bears. There's also some snowflakes at the top, some swirls, some little stockings. There's a lot of different images on here, and it would be fun to create like a Christmas or winter woodland themed nail art with this particular plate. For the Winter Wonderland stamping polish collection, it features 4 different colors. We have a silver, we have a purple, we have a pink, and we have a teal color. I'm going to swatch these over top of Coco & Claire's black and white gel polishes. I'm going to do half white and half black. That way you guys can get an idea of how they stamp over light colored bases or dark color bases. After I've applied my black and white gel polish, I'm just going to go in with a matte top coat so that we can stamp over top and it transfers really nicely. When I was first looking at number 108, I thought it was more of a silver, but it's like a silver off purple type of color. And whenever you're using images that are kind of on the corner of a plate, sometimes your scraper can kind of skip a little bit, and you can see kind of in my image here that I've got some skipping going on. So if that happens when you're scraping, just turn your scraper and re-scrape and it'll fill in those lines before you go in and pick it up. So when I transfer this down, I felt like it was a little bit sheer on like the white. It did show up pretty good, and this kind of gives you a better idea that you can see like the little bit of the purple poking through. But it is a little tiny bit on the sheer side, I found. Clear Jelly Stamper already has like a purple off silver type of polish. It is number 35, and you guys can see here in comparison, the new one is definitely more silver toned. So it's kind of an in-between of number 35 and their traditional silver stamping polish. Number 109 is a medium metallic purple stamping polish. Again, CJS already has a couple of purple metallic stamping polishes, and I don't find them to show up the best. So I was really excited to see this one in the collection because I was hoping that it would show up a little bit more. Again, you can see kind of that my image skipped there, so I'm just going to turn my scraper on the side and then I'll be able to pick up the image a little bit better. But this particular stamping polish transferred beautifully. It showed up so good on the white, showed up so good on the black. I love how concentrated it is, and I was really excited to see this shade from Clear Jelly Stamper again because I know the other ones that I have tried, they're nice, but they're not as bold as this particular purple was. I just grabbed these 3 other shades to show you guys a little bit of a comparison with the different colors. We have the new one on the right side here, so they do have some really nice metallic purples from CJS, but this one was definitely needed in my opinion in the collection. Number 110 is a medium to light pinky silver with like a soft pink metallic shade to it. I found that this one was a little bit sheer as well. You can see on the black that it definitely looks a little bit of like a soft silver color, but still a really nice pink. I also wanted to do some comparisons in this part here. So on the right we have 94, the middle is the new one, and then the left is number 41, which is Sweet Baby Rose. So it's a little bit more silver toned than Sweet Baby Rose and a little bit lighter and more silver toned than number 94 as well. Number 111 is a metallic teal color with a silver base. So all of the colors in this collection have more of a silver base. This teal color stamped so well. It looked great over the black, looked great over the white. It was super concentrated, one of my favorites from this launch. I did want to compare it to another launch that came out recently, and that is 101. 101 has more of a gold base to it, whereas the new one, 111, has more of a silver base to it. So both of these would be great for mermaid nails, vacation nails, ocean nails, anything like that. This is the Winter Wonderland collection. Some nice metallic tones that are great not only for winter and Christmas nail designs, but also all year round. I just love the metallic polishes that CJS comes out with. So they also released this foil collection. It is Art Foil Collection number 5, and it features a bunch of white and transparent see-through tones. What I really like about this collection is that you can pair it over so many different colors or with so many different designs, and it goes with like everything. So for the demo, I'm going to use Clear Your Jelly Stamper Sticky Polish in white. I'm going to paint the base with ICU Gel Polish from Coco and Claire. This is one of their newer releases, and I plan to have a video up on these launches. There's a whole bunch of new colors that launched on Saturday, so stay tuned for that. But this color goes on really nice. It goes on in 2 thin coats, super pigmented. After I have the colors down, I'm going to go in with some matte top coat, because especially when you're using this sticky stamping polish, you want to make sure that you do not have any sticky from a top gloss or gel polish or anything left behind on the background. Whatever art medium you are trying to pair with the sticky polish will transfer to your sticky on your nail versus the sticky polish. So make sure you're always working on a matte background. I'm going to take this marbly looking foil. I thought this would look kind of cool with the snowflakes that I'm going to use. I'm just going to cut this down, and then I'm going to take some of my white sticky polish and use it on the wrapping paper stamping plate that launched. I had to play around with this to get my timing kind of right. So when you're using the white sticky polish, you want to go in, normally if you're using like a chrome on top, you would go in with your chrome right away. With the foils, you don't want to do that though. You want to make sure that you let it kind of sit for a little bit, or it will smear when you put the foils on top of it. I did this off camera, but it was kind of trial and error to get like the right timing down. I found that I had to wait at least 15 to 20 seconds though. And then after I had my foil kind of pushed down on the nail, I'm just going to lift up the foil, and the kind of pearl look transferred so nicely. It turned out really cool, and I love that I did like a white background, because it almost makes it look like an opal marble snowflake design on top of the nails now. I did want to try a different foil, so I'm going to do Coco and Claire number 124. It's called Anna, and this is a really concentrated medium to dark blue like color, but it also has a little bit of a fine glitter in it too. And one thin coat of this goes on beautifully. It's such a fantastic winter color. So after I have my coats down, I'm going to go in with my matte top gloss like we talked about, and then I'm going to take this kind of kaleidoscope looking foil. I thought this would work really well for the chevron design that I wanted to use. And the reason I wanted to try the chevron is because it is a really concentrated nail design. You use a lot of polish to get this image. So I thought we would be able to get a better idea of how the foils look by using a concentrated image. Definitely make sure that you let this one dry for a little bit. You almost want to make it look like the polish isn't as shiny anymore, and then I found the foil transferred really nicely. So after I've kind of pat the foil down, I decided to take one of my silicone tools to kind of smooth it out a little bit better. And I really like this silicone tool that has kind of a pointed head. I find I'm able to really smooth out foils with this particular one. And I wanted to get the foil as much as I can all over the sticky polish before I lift it up. And then once I lifted it up, I really like the kaleidoscope rainbowy look that was going on this design. Another reason that I really like this foil collection is because I feel like even if you kind of mess up the transfer of the foil, you wouldn't even notice on the nail design. Just because it is mostly clear or like a light white, it just gives a really cool opal, marble, or pearl effect depending on which foil you use. So I hope this video helped you guys, gave you an idea of how the new stamping polish is stamped, how the foil works, how you can use it in combination with the sticky polish. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. Make sure you're following me on all of my social media, and I'll see you guys on Saturday for my next video. Bye!